Today we're going to talk about result stories. Recently I've been working with a lot of different clients on helping them get really good result stories and editing them down to tell a good story. And there are a few things that I think will make it so much easier for you to be able to get result stories from your clients. I talk about how there are 3 core stories that you need to tell on your website. One of them is your origin story, one of them is your mission story, and one of them are result stories. Result stories are basically like testimonials or stories of things that have happened because your clients have worked with you. So these are sometimes the very most powerful types of stories that we have to tell because they show the results that our clients are getting. So why don't more people make these videos? Well, there are a few different reasons. First of all, sometimes people don't even know how to begin, where to begin to do a result story. So if you've already had clients that you've worked with, that's the perfect place to begin. Make a list of all your clients that you've worked with, the results that they've gotten from working with you. Brainstorm some of the results that your clients have seen in their coaching, whatever they might be getting. So the very first thing that I think about when I think about getting a result story is make it easy on them. About a year ago, I was trying to think about the result stories that I have recorded with my clients and the result stories that I've gotten about me. I didn't have any. I had no testimonials and I was launching my new website. And I was like, I really need to have some testimonials, especially video testimonials. If I'm the testimonial guy, if I'm the guy that shares videos, I need to show those same result stories on my website. So I thought, how do I do this in a way that is simple and easy for them to do? Because I wasn't with them at the time. That ultimately would be really easy. That's one of the things that I've done for clients is if I'm at an event, we pull them aside and we record a testimonial about what they've done, why things have worked so well, and the results that they've gotten with their business or with their coaching, whatever they might be getting. And I know that these result stories work really well. I've had several clients who hire me again and again. They make it a yearly thing sometimes to capture these result stories because they are so powerful. They just say, people have a specific question. I send them this video because it answers all those questions. And it comes from someone else besides just me talking. So I had this problem. How do I make this really easy on my clients? And I came across a software that I was like, this will make it super simple, super easy for them to record, and it sends it to me, and it makes it very simple. It's called Video Ask. So this is a simple software that you can utilize to actually record yourself asking them the questions, and then it records them giving the responses. So I'm just going to walk you through very quickly my Video Ask because it's very simple the way that they set it up. The very first step is you have a welcome and request. And when I was recording this, they actually even provided a script for me on Video Ask. So it allowed me to either change the script or it allowed me to utilize their script. It gave me some options. I'll send a video, I'll write something, and then I changed this last one to you can use my logo on as seen as. So you can change the video right here. You can replace it, you can record, you can download the video, and then you can change your answers right here. So you could switch this to multiple choice, randomized. You could skip the data collection, which means capturing their email address, or you can make sure that it captures that information. Then the next step, it has some logic built into it. So if they choose this one, I'll send a video, then it would actually, if we follow the logic, it has 3 different lines. See, so if they answer here, if they say I'll record a video, it goes here. If they say I'll write something, it goes here. And if they say I just want you to use my logo, it skips straight to the thank you page. I made mine so that it actually has multiple options. You could choose A, B, or C. Or you could choose all 3 of them. And you can adjust this. So instead of doing multiple choice, I could just say, okay, I just want it to be, instead of doing all three of these as a choice, you could say, see, I said enable multiple selections. You could say, I just want it to be one selection or two selections, one selection here, one selection there. So if we follow the logic, I recorded a video here, I recorded a video here that said, thanks, just write your text here. And if they said, yes, I want to record a video, I said, great, thank you so much. Make sure you have good lighting, make sure you have good sound in the camera. If you're utilizing an iPhone, make sure you turn it this way instead of this way. I was very specific about how I wanted them to do it because I didn't want to use testimonials like this. I wanted them like this. You can use them however you'd like though. And then if we go on, it goes to the thank you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And then an end screen, because I wasn't paying for it, because I'm just utilizing their free version, it actually just says, okay, you've used Video Ask for free. So they actually are utilizing me as advertisement, and I'm okay with that. If I want to pay and I want it to be branded according to how I want it, then I can pay for the subscription. But again, this is a very simple way to set it up so that you can utilize it. And then as it comes in, as people respond, you can see that they leave video testimonials. These are some of the video testimonials that I received. I think I mentioned Krista St. Germain. She said, this is one of the easiest ones that I could ever ask for. Something that was super powerful about asking for these is that as each of these clients recorded a testimonial for me, I didn't expect it, but I started getting choked up. I started getting really, really surprised and excited and choked up about the work that I was doing in the world and the way that they were talking about the work that I had accomplished, the work that we'd done together. It was really powerful. And one thing that it does is it makes me want to work more with my clients. It makes me want to work more with other people and say, okay, we can do this. And if they don't, sometimes people didn't send a full answer. Sometimes they would just look through the Video Ask to see how it worked. That's okay too. You know, ultimately, you send out, just like anything else, you send out a lot of emails, you send out a lot of information to try and get feedback from people. And some will respond and some won't. That's not a problem. But set it up in a way that it's going to be easy for them. And that's one of the reasons why I recommend something like Video Ask. There are other softwares out there, I'm sure, but this made it very simple for me to use. There's one thing that I've learned. It's getting feedback from clients always gives me more information. When I very first started working with clients, I was always terrified by the feedback because I would get feedback and I sometimes had to start over completely. Or sometimes they weren't clear with what they wanted to accomplish. They weren't clear with what they wanted to have happen. And so I was always afraid to get feedback because I thought I had messed up or I would miss out on the work or something wrong would happen. And then someone offered me the thought, feedback is love. When I heard that thought, I went, wait a second. Feedback is so powerful. In fact, Adam Grant on his Instagram account posted this quote that talks about how a novice, a beginner, wants praise, but an expert wants feedback. They want to know, they don't want to know what's working. They want to know more than that. They want to say, what's not working? Where are we missing things? Adam Grant says, novices seek praise. Recognizing strength builds confidence to keep going. Experts crave criticism. Seeking shortcomings reveals avenues to keep growing. Preferring correction to compliments is a sign of skill. The more determined you become to get better. So when we start getting testimonials, when we start getting feedback, we want all of it. We want good feedback and we want negative feedback. We want to understand what's working and what's not working. But you can ask them what worked well, what didn't work well, what would you do differently? You know, this is something that I've learned from several different coaches. And going through that evaluation process, what worked, what didn't work, what do I want to think or do differently, is super powerful. So when you do that with your clients and you get a testimonial or a results story and they talk about what worked, what didn't work, what would they think or do differently, you now have more information about the growth and the possibility. You can utilize all this information, whether it's positive feedback or negative feedback. All of it is going to be a good result story for you. It may be something that you want to share with your clients. It may be something that you want to share as a testimonial, and it may be something that you just want to get for yourself. But always getting a results story from your clients is going to be powerful. You could just send a survey. You could send some sort of follow-up, but knowing what's happening with your clients is going to be very powerful for you. Again, novices seek praise, while experts seek feedback. So that's step number 1, is making it easy and taking all of the feedback, not just the positive, not just the negative, all of it, and utilizing it for yourself. Give them talking points. Remind them of a story or something that happened during your relationship, during the time that you worked with them. I remember when we did fill in the blank. I remember that event. I remember that coaching session. There was something specific that I remember. And remind them about that and ask them to tell that story. Stories are very powerful because that's the way our brains work. That's the way our brains function. So remind them of a story or an incident, and then tell them, you don't have to use this one, but maybe think of something similar to this. Make your work, the experience with you, worthy of a testimonial experience. Make it an experience that is a no-brainer for them to want to record a testimonial, to want to record a results story for you. Make that experience so wonderful for them that it's a no-brainer. I loved this testimonial from one of my clients. She said, doing a testimonial for you was like the easiest assignment ever because it was a no-brainer. I loved working with you.
This might be the easiest testimonial in the history of testimonials for me to give because that's how much I have enjoyed working with Matt.
Make those types of experiences with all of your clients if you can. Make this something that they would be willing, not just willing, but proud to share. I recently did a results story for a client, and their client messaged me and said, hey, that was so powerful. Could I have access to that footage? Could I have access to that? Because the way that we talked, the things that we talked about was so powerful. I wanted to share that with my audience. Now, that was a result that they'd gotten from their coach. They wanted to share that experience with others. And so the video that we'd made was so powerful, they wanted to share it with their clients. They wanted to share it with the people that they coached. Think about that experience. How could you make this video, this results story, something that they're proud of, that you're proud of, and that you both would love to share with those around you? So get out there and ask for results stories from your clients. They will help your clients and they will help you to see the growth that you both had, to being seen, heard, and telling better stories.